Hello! Coming up with a very interesting activity in which you will learn what mode are you living your life in. There are four types of mode. The first one is survival mode, जहाँ पे हम survive कर रहे होते हैं, somehow managing to live every day. The second one is coping, where we manage to cope up with the current situation, but we most of the time tend to unable to cope up. द थर्ड वन इज थ्राइविंग मोड. थ्राइविंग मोड में हम ज़्यादातर वो फेज क्लियर कर चुके होते हैं, जो हसल फेज होता है या जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट फेज होता है या जो बहुत ही स्ट्रगलिंग फेज होता है. वे ऑलमोस्ट कमिंग ओवर दैट एंड देन वी आर एंटरिंग इन द फेज ऑफ सक्सेस, abundance, fulfillment and flourishing. And then the last mode of life or the phase of life is flourishing phase. Yeah, flourishing mode. So I will ask you 10 questions for you to know कि आप किस मोड में हो. You take a pen and paper or maybe make a mental maths while I ask these questions to you. Let's begin. The first question is, you often don't remember how your day went and how you have spent your whole day. Now write an answer with the pen and paper or do a mental map कि इसका आंसर yes है या no है. मैं आपको लास्ट में बताऊंगी इसका स्कोर कैसे बैठता है. Then the second question is, you're constantly overworking to prove your worth, to prove that you deserve a good quality of life or you deserve love, respect from others, and you're keeping yourself so busy, and because of this pattern of life, now you are unable to slow down. और अगर आपको कभी स्लो डाउन करना पड़ता है तो इट इज़ अ क्वेश्चन ऑन योर सेल्फ वर्थ एंड योर सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट और सेल्फ डिजर्विंग एटीट्यूड. Another important aspect is that you relate your self-worth with your material possessions. आपकी सैलरी, आपकी जॉब, आपके material possessions से आपकी self-worth को attach या associate कर लेते हैं आप. Give me the answer, it's yes or no. The third one is, do you mostly feel exhausted? सुबह उठते ही या दिन में during the whole day, even after having good rest and good sleep. Give me an answer, it's yes or no. And the fifth question is, you often find yourself overthinking, indecisive and procrastinating. हमेशा आप पास्ट में जी रहे होते हो और पास्ट की मिस्टेक्स को you keep reliving those moments which were not very pleasant. You're reliving those mistakes which were not very you learned lessons out of it, but you're reliving those mistakes and you don't allow yourself to forgive yourself. You are not compassionate to yourself. So these are certain things जिसकी वजह से you are accumulating more trauma and more negative emotions in you. So give me the answer if that's an yes or no. Now the sixth question is, you feel overwhelmed most of the time. आपके पास थोड़ा सा काम है या आपके पास एक reasonable amount of काम है between home and your work or whatever, or if you are a lady and then you tend to manage children and house and everything, but with this kind of work also you feel overwhelmed. आपको लगता है कि ये तो बहुत सारा है, मेरे से manage नहीं होगा. I'm not able to do time management. I'm not disciplined. आप कुछ घर का काम करने के टाइम पे आप मोबाइल लेके बैठ जाते हो, binge watching, overeating, and then you're not completely in control of yourself. So give me an answer if you relate to this and you see कि इसमें yes है या no है. And the seventh question is that you have forgotten what makes you happy. वो सारी चीज़ें जो कभी आपकी खुशी हुआ करती थी, you have forgotten to even know कि okay that makes you happy. Like I'll tell you my example. It's been few years that I've forgotten to dance, and dance used to be my favorite happy hobby, right? But मैंने नहीं किया, and of late this Women's Day I've started, despite of really busy बच्चों के exams and a lot of work at my company also. I started to look into the dance practice, and we are performing at one of the Women's Day event happening here in Bangalore. So it's important to retrieve and go back and see what keeps you happy and revisit those at least for some time in a day, in a week, in a month. So give me an answer that have you forgotten what makes you happy and are you doing those activities or not? In yes and no. And the eighth question is that if I asked you, or if somebody asked you what is your goal, what is your vision, what is that you want to achieve in your life, do you have to think or you have a clear-cut answer? Give me an answer in yes or no and take the mental score. The ninth question is, are you always on alert? Are you always thinking that you have to fight a battle? Are you always seeing what is the threat coming near to you? कि अब कौन मेरे से लड़ने आने वाला है? So yeah, the same thing, that how are you perceiving the problems in your life? Are you always ready to fight a battle? Ki, somebody comes and tells you anything and you're like justifying, validating, approving that you're not wrong. So, or anything where you're always prepared for unforeseen circumstances and you're always in a fighting zone. So, अगर ऐसे भी है, तो we'll have to see कि you'll have to answer in yes or no, right? And the last question is, if you feel lonely in your life, despite of having lot of people in your life, like अच्छा वाला फैमिली है, बट आप अपने अकेले के साथ में आधे घंटे भी नहीं निकाल पाते हो, यू बिकम वेरी रेस्टलेस, यू हैव अ लैक ऑफ सेल्फ कनेक्शन. एंड इफ योर आंसर टू दिस इज अगेन अ yes or a no, let's make a score for these 10 questions, and now I'm going to reveal the result. अब आप मेंटल मैथ्स करो कि कितने जगहों पर आपका आंसर यस है. इफ योर आंसर इज यस फॉर 8 to 9 score, then you are living in survival mode. Yes. And there is a time, this is a reflection that you can still work on. And if your answer is less than 6 or 6 to 7, then you're entering the coping zone. And if you see that your answer in the yes is 4 or 5, then you are probably trying to clear, or you're still in the thriving zone, जहाँ पर आप अभी hustle में हो, but where you're very close to flourishing life and flourishing mode. And if your answer is less than 4, then, my dear ones, you are living a flourishing mode of life. Either you are very successful, you're very happy, and if you're not, then you're going to get your desired success very soon. I am Dr. Shilpi Gupta, a physiotherapist, a clinical psychotherapist, NLP and hypnotherapy practitioner. I'm a life coach, I'm a Reiki practitioner and inner child therapist. With all of my experience, what I can tell you is reflect on yourself. Take out some 10 to 15 minutes on doing journaling. Journaling really does help if you find that the score for you is higher in the yeses and you see that you are either in thriving zone or coping zone or survival zone. Yes. So do journaling. That's one of the tip I can give you. Sit for 10 minutes in silence with yourself, nobody around. This is second tip I can give you. And third tip if I have to give you is take care and engage yourself in that one activity which used to make you happy and you've completely forgotten. And with this, I will sign off. I hope I give you value for the time while you were seeing my video. And for more such content where psychology-based questionnaires and science-based tools and techniques are shared over this YouTube channel, do share and do like and subscribe. Thank you so much.